Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Happy Trails Hiking. This is the Hike 365 live show where we'll discuss our challenge to us and to you to hike 365 miles in calendar year 2019.
Woohoo. Yeah. This
Okay.
channel
Yeah.
is Happy Trails Hiking.
And we talk about park travel and a healthy lifestyle.
We do. Good evening, everyone. And we got a great number of people in for our challenge, Matt.
Okay, who do we have?
Okay, let me get that picture up. I'm sorry. I'm a slacker. Hi, everybody. So people who are in and have recorded miles for our challenge so far are Airstream as a Dream, Journey of Bear, Big Crazy Outdoor Adventures, Cliff Riser, excuse me, Dragon Roams, Eileen and Dana from Beer Belly Travelers, Gary Grimes from Life on the Trail, Happy Trails Hiking, Holly Rouse, Joel, Daniel, Justin, and he's from Parked America, and then Justin Smith, and Katie Daniel, Chris Oconee, Lori Bryant, Marty's Crew are Family Adventures, Mike Millen, Nerding for Nature, Steve the Outdoor Nomad, Robert from Armadillo Junction, Shannon Reiser, Skinny G Panda, Steph Outside, Kenny the Idahonian, and Vicky Marshall, who is really killing it in our challenge.
Yeah, 200%.
200%. Our show tonight is brought to you by our Shopify store, and that link is in the chat, as well as, well, the link won't be anywhere else other than where it is already, but specifically that picture. Hey, Matt, what can you tell us about that picture?
Well, you probably recognize this as being from the Grand Canyon. We took this picture at the North Rim a year or two ago.
Yep. And this is Point Imperial and what you will see a little after sunrise. So this happens to be a blanket. You can get blankets on our store as well as our mugs and other things that we have. We really like our prints, like that one that's on the wall there, and that one's of Bryce Canyon. So to say hello to the folks in our chat, I know the Midnight Raven was here earlier, but Marty's Crew, our Family Adventures, Justin Mello, Life on the Trail, Lori Bryant. It is good to see all of you here with us tonight. Thank you all for coming. So, Matt, are you drinking anything special? Because tonight I'm having water.
Well, you're having a water, and I've gone a little bit lighter than my normal.
Really?
This is the Golden Road Brewing Mango Cart.
Mango Cart.
Yes, it's a wheat ale.
Wheat, huh?
With mango in it. And it's a little bit lower on the ABV. It's about a 4%. And there's essentially no hop character. You get just a touch of the mango on the nose. It's very nice.
It smells mango-y. Excellent. Well, that's good. I'm drinking water. We had kind of a big weekend and lots of travel, and I had enough beer yesterday. We'll tell you more about that later, but it was really good beer. All right. So check the chat. We've introduced everybody who's here. I have my Happy Trails Hiking shirt on tonight. Matt has his bison shirt from Yellowstone. And we're good to go. Hello, Panic D. It's good to see you. All right. Spreadsheets. We should go over the stats for this week, I guess. All right. We had about 20 entries, maybe 22. But here's our spreadsheet for this week. It's pretty good. If you notice, the bottom number, that's what I want people to notice. The bottom number down here.
We've gone over 1,000 miles together.
Woohoo! Clap, 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 clap. Hello, everyone. And yeah, we've gotten 1,000 miles. So that's super exciting. Oh man, everybody's coming all in. Oh, it's blurry. I'll quit moving it. Did it help, Lori?
It's still blurry. There's not much we can do about that. But that's okay.
That's Google Hangouts for you.
Yeah. But we've got over 1,000 miles and we're just over 50%, which is good. We seem to be hanging right in that area.
That's cool. Yeah. So here are the folks for week 11 that got miles in. Journey of Bear down in the Carolinas got 6.1. Cliff Riser got 7.6. Gary from Life on the Trail got 1.2. Holly Sherwood Rousey got 3.25.
No, she got 388.
So 388. Matt and I got 3.25. Justin from Parked America got 2.5. Marty's crew got 5.2. That was a big week for them. Well, kind of. Never mind. I'm a liar. But it was a good week. Woohoo. It's better than the week 2. I think it was really cold that week. Outdoor Nomad got 4.3. Shannon Reiser got 7.6. And Vicki Marshall blowing us all out of the water with her 24.5. So that is really awesome. Really awesome. And you know, Matt, Vicki emailed me and said that last fall she'd had some health problems and that this hiking challenge had really gotten her back into hiking and really gotten her back into moving. And so that is one of the amazing things that I love seeing, and she keeps saying, thank you for inspiring me. Well, Vicki, you inspire us with all your miles.
You're definitely inspiring us. This thing was our idea, and you're totally killing it. You're kicking everyone's tail, so rock on.
Exactly. Well, I did mention, I think that Panic D is here. Hello. And as he says, good job, everyone. Deb Shane is in the house. Thank you for coming, Deb. And as well as Die Bullfrog 79, and that is Uncle Al. So we've got a great group here tonight. Thank you all for coming. And Panic D says, I can walk to the kitchen and get coffee. She went 24 miles. Yeah, I know. 24 miles in a week. We got
That's impressive.
3.2 this week for us. So, and then the next thing that I guess we need to show you, I love maps. If you haven't figured that out yet, I think that maps are pretty dang cool. But maps are good. And so we make a map of everywhere all the places that people hiked this week. So I want to share that with you. I gotta remember where the share button is. That's my big problem. So here is our map, and it shows you the total miles from Washington, D.C. and Marty's crew. We're not knocking on your door now.
We probably passed them.
We might have passed them. It depends on which dot they're at.
Okay.
So maybe we're right at their dot. But so we have Gary is alone up here in the Pacific Northwest this week. Last week, Lori and I had some miles over here, but Gary's by himself over there. And then, of course, Cliff and Shannon Reiser and Vicki Marshall are knocking it out of the park down here in Florida. And these are Journey of Bear. And Steve, the Outdoor Nomad, is here in Oklahoma. And, of course, Marty's crew is up here. This is Parked America. They actually hiked at Johnson Sauk State Park. Johnson Sauk, like Tom Sauk. And I was like, wait, is that a combination of Johnson Shut-ins and Tom Sauk? No, it wasn't. I was like,
I saw that too. I didn't realize that was in Illinois.
No, it's in Illinois. So that's something we're going to have to go find maybe. And then this one's ours, and we'll talk about it later. But Holly Sherwood has one of those hikes up there. And
yeah, that's a good local favorite there.
Yeah, it sure is. So I'm going to stop sharing our map. And then she has a couple of photos that I wanted to share. Looks like you just passed us, says Marty's crew. So, all right. Well, we didn't just pass you. The whole group just blew past you. Anyway, hopefully next week we'll make it clear across Kansas. Wouldn't that be fun? All right. So a couple pictures from Holly Sherwood. She hiked at Castlewood Park, and we hiked Castlewood a couple weeks ago. And she sent them to me in 2 different files. So that'll take just a second, but it looks like, so there's the first one, and it looks like she hiked. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need it anymore. Is that it? Nope.
And I really love this picture taken at Castlewood. We've been to this exact spot, and my pictures never come out quite so well, but I love the richness of the color in this image. It really is that beautiful in person, and she's actually captured it.
Yeah, and this down here is the Merrimack River. It's just a really pretty hike along the bluffs of the Merrimack River. So that's number 1. So if I close that, then you guys, and then I can share the next one. It'll be easier, right? Supposedly. All right. So, and there's the second one, and you can really tell that you're on the bluffs with that one. This is the bluff, and then there's the Merrimack River down below as well. And right over here are some hiking trails. Like the hiking trails are all there. I didn't show that very well, but that's okay. It's just a gorgeous park, and you would never know that you're right in the middle of St. Louis.
Right. And Castlewood is like that one state park in the St. Louis area that any hiker or any outdoors person knows about.
Mm-hmm.
It can get a little bit busy, but man, it's still a great park to go to.
It's a great one. We do have some other pictures to share with you. Cliff sent us a bunch, and let me go on from my map. So the next ones are Cliff Riser's pictures. And he went to a natural area or a wildlife refuge area down in Florida. And so I just wanted to run through his pictures really quick. And then Marty, get ready to tell us about your pictures because they're coming up next. But this is Cliff on the trail. So he's been, I don't know what he's looking at, but whatever it is, it's warmer than it is here.
Yeah.
We haven't started hiking in shorts yet.
That's a post 70-degree day there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or above post 70? Above 70.
I don't know. Post
after
whatever.
After 70?
Right.
I don't know.
Something to that effect. And I don't know what that plant is, but it's climbing up a palm-ish like tree. Palmetto palm? Is that a palmetto palm tree?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, I'm not a botanist. And then there's some pine trees and possibly some wildlife in there because he's in a wildlife refuge. Oops, I went too fast. Matt's staring at it. Hold on. See any wildlife in those trees?
No.
Me neither, but they're pine trees, which is not terribly common in Florida, is my guess. But
I think pine trees live everywhere in just various styles. Yeah.
All right, fine.
Maybe not the Antarctic.
Okay. Anybody know what that is? Is it it's a sea thing. A thing on the beach.
It's the common leaf jellyfish.
I will not make that as a tag for this video. And then there's Cliff, and the sunset set, and we can't say that it's shining off his head because that's just
be nice.
I like Cliff a lot. He's one of my very good buddies. So awesome. And then it tells about the wildlife refuge, and this is a national one. It says there's over 550 included in the National Wildlife Refuge system, which
150 million acres.
That's great.
Oh, that's the whole National Wildlife
Refuge system. For the whole,
system.
yeah.
Okay.
They range in size from Minnesota's tiny Mille Lacs, which is less than an acre, to Alaska's sprawling Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, which is over 20 million acres. So I just liked the sign a lot. And it was nice that Cliff included that. So yeah, he has some pretty shots. I really like those. And then next, Marty, are you ready? Tell me about this castle because this is pretty doggone cool. Hey, Rosie Smith, didn't see you come in, but I'm happy that you're here. Thanks for coming. And then, so Marty's crew went to a castle today, and they actually had some shots from the inside because I saw their Facebook page. If you don't follow Marty's crew on Facebook and you're on Facebook, you should because they've got lots of extra shots that you might not see. So that castle, Coronado Heights in Lindsborg, Kansas. Cool. Rosie Smith says hello. Thank you. So Coronado Heights, and I'm sure you're going to make a video about this one, so we won't give it all away, but that's a really cool castle. I liked it. Liked it a lot. And then Marty's crew sent one other shot, and this is along some water, and it's the sun peeking over a hillside, which I like a lot. I like sun shots. So where is that one at, Marty? That one's pretty cool. And I like it's got wheat in it too. Very sunshiny. It's good.
Coronado abandoned his search for the city of gold and turned to Mexico there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And then maybe he'll type in the chat about where this one is. Oh, and that's at Tuttle Creek State Park, he says. Cool. I have some family named Tuttle is their last name. And then that's nothing. So that's good. We're done there. So Matt and I had a big, we had an adventure this weekend.
Yeah. Sort of a mini road trip, get out of town. So do you have a few of those pictures?
I do.
All right. So we left out of here on Friday night. We decided to just take a couple of, take Friday and Saturday night and do some exploring in Missouri. And we didn't go to any place new per se.
Oh, today we did.
Oh, well, that's true. But at any rate, on Friday, we headed down towards Grand Gulf State Park. We stayed in West Plains on Friday night and then got up and went down to Grand Gulf. So, Grand Gulf is sometimes called the Little Grand Canyon of Missouri. And now, compared to the actual Grand Canyon, it's nothing. However, it really is quite a nifty place because what it is, we've got a lot of caves here. And so it's a collapsed cave system.
I'm getting there.
And Kay's working on pulling up the pictures now, but it's weird that it's not
showing.
Not showing it.
Okay.
So well, maybe you could
we'll
just
get
do
some pictures. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me just a minute.
So at any rate, it's a collapsed cave system, and it's only about a 1 or 2 mile loop around the top, around the rim of this little canyon. And we were there a couple of years ago, and I'd say it was August or something like that. Mm-hmm. At any rate, it was really, really hot. There was lots of typical Missouri foliage and skeeters and all of those good things. And we just couldn't get a good view of the canyon. The other problem is that we did not have visibility. Because of the trees, you couldn't see into it. Are you sharing the screen now?
I am. They should be able to see it.
All right. So this image that you're looking at here is one that we took on Saturday. So we went down there specifically at this time of year because the trees don't have any leaves. Well, the hardwood trees don't have leaves. And interestingly, we've had a lot of rain. And so when we were there the first time, this thing was dry as a bone. But obviously now there's a lot of water in here. And it had all throughout all of these, it was this crazy green color, and it was really a very, very nice hike.
Yeah, we'll advertise some land for sale. All right, so there's that, and then last night we stayed at Charlottesville
Bed and Breakfast. It's a winery and brewery.
Yeah, I closed the photos altogether.
And so you might recognize this can koozie, or I've used it. Well, it's actually not a can koozie. It's a pint glass koozie, but we picked this up when we were there.
Yeah, I'm going to try again to share because it was an amazing place to stay. I really liked it. It's a vineyard and a microbrewery. Oh, hello, Hike with Mike. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming. So it's a vineyard and a microbrewery, but they have a bed and breakfast. Why won't it do that?
Maybe it's just because it's photos or something, but let's just go ahead and share the whole screen like you did a second ago. That'll work.
Nope, that's not what I wanted. Interesting. Okay. I'll show the whole screen. All right, so it's a bed and breakfast, and it was a refurbished cabin. And, well, no, I gotta share the entire screen. Sorry, guys. That's not exactly what I wanted to do, but we'll see if that'll go. And so it's a refurbished cabin, and it only has 2 rooms for their bed and breakfast. So there's a room over on this side and a room over on this side. And we stayed in this one. And then you have breakfast down here. And so that was a really neat thing. And that was this morning. So the vineyard's just beautiful. Those are pictures from last night, and they're really not good. That's the inside. And then I took a time lapse this morning of sunrise. That's their tasting room and their front porch. And then me taking selfies, and that's their cat. And vineyard. And we did see some vultures, which Matt has better pictures of on the phone. There we go. See, look at that. They were really showing off this morning. Where did... That was breakfast. All right.
Ah, okay. So this map that you're looking at here is of Pickle Springs, a natural area, which you may have heard us talk about Hahn State Park, or perhaps you've seen one of our videos on Hahn State Park. This is right next door. And it was actually, in terms of bang for the buck, one of the best hikes that we've done. just if you look at this map, all of the little spots, the slot, cauliflower rocks, double arch, this was a hike that you never get bored on because it's just like, every quarter of a mile there was something else to see that was quite interesting. So
Yeah.
it was a really great hike today.
I noticed that Vicky Marshall came into the chat. You're not late, no big deal. Thanks for coming. And yeah, congrats on all your miles, Vicky. This is awesome. So this picture you're seeing now is the beginning of the slot. And you'll see this more on the video, but it was a little slot canyon in the
Didn't even know we had those in Missouri, but
yeah, it was really cool. And I made Matt stop for pictures a lot today. And this was the coolest thing. It's called the double arch. And it just, yeah, it was an amazing thing. And it's like, if you look right here, that is the edge of a railing. It's a railing for the boardwalk system. And so that tells you kind of how big this is. It's pretty huge. It was just a really neat, just an amazing hike. And I was really, see, aren't we adorable or adorkable? Adorkable. That's what
whatever.
we are. Oh, yeah. This trail, it really was awesome. And there was water features on it. So we got to see several little waterfalls. It's called Pickle Springs. So we took a slow-mo, lots of fun stuff. And the water was so clear. It's just so pretty. It was a perfect day for it. It was about in the 50s here today. Maybe
yeah,
60s.
I mean, it started off, we needed a jacket, and I took my coat off before it was over.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then we got some, as Hike with Sean would say, bluffage, because Matt's right there. And you can really tell. It's the Missouri limestone bluffs. It's just fantastic.
And this particular one actually reminded me of a place in Zion. There's a place in Zion, I think it's called Weeping Rock. And it was, the one in Zion is more spectacular, but this one that we saw today was actually really quite nice because there's water dripping off of, I don't know if it's this one or not, but there was more than one spot where, you're standing under a rock and the water's dripping down on you.
Yeah, it was just fantastic. And these are just pictures from my phone, but you can tell the boulders and the boulder fields that are out there, and the views were just fantastic. We probably could have spent 2-3 hours on this 2-mile trail. It was really, really fantastic.
I want to pause on that one for a second.
Pause on that one, he says.
Yeah, that one's worth kind of letting folks absorb that.
Okay, absorb that, folks. Absorb that one. This is Pickle Spring right here. It's the official spring. So, and you can, big trees falling over, and it's just really pretty.
If we'd had just a little bit more time, we would have hiked the whole 2 miles again, and I would have used a different lens on my camera.
Yeah, he had the zoom lens on. So
we just didn't have quite that much time for all we needed to do today.
Yeah, we had to get home, so that was important. They said, "Aw, we are so cute." Anyway, oh yeah, Panic D was absorbing it.
Okay, great.
Oh, good. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Hickory Canyon is next door to Pickle. Yes, we got some great recommendations, Rozzy, from Joel, who it was the innkeeper at the at breakfast this morning for the Charlottesville bed and breakfast. And yeah, Hickory Canyon was on the list, but we had to get home. It was just one of those.
I think we were actually there maybe a couple of years ago. We stopped in
before we YouTubed.
And as I recall, that's one of those places where it has a seasonal waterfall. So if it's got rain, there'll be a waterfall. If it hasn't rained, there won't be.
Yeah, and it's one that's on the list to do. So many trails, so little time kind of thing. So anyway, so that's cool. I do want to announce that we are working on our Midwest meetup and camp out. I'm working with Big Crazy Outdoor Adventures. John Drury from Big Crazy Outdoor Adventures is is working with me on this, and so we're trying to get the sign up around for that. But the dates of that will be June 7 through 9, and we'll have more information coming out on our Facebook page and Twitter and things like that. And you can definitely contact me via email if you're interested in a YouTube camp out meetup thing in June here in the state of Missouri. And
It'll be warm.
It will be warm
and muggy,
but there's swimming.
That's true.
It'll be fun. And there is and yeah, Marty's crew said that they have already got their campsites. So
yeah, so if you do want to come join us, go ahead and book your campsite at Johnson Shut-ins sooner rather than later, as it will fill up because it's a weekend, and plus the hiking event will also make it fill
up. I guess we need to tell them about the hiking event as well. So go ahead.
So this is the third annual hiking race. The race was formerly called the Tomahawk, and you've probably heard us talk about it or seen the film from those hikes. This year they have renamed it to the Devil's Tollgate, and the race has grown a little bit.
And they've added and changed the rules a bit.
Yeah, so now instead of just being a co-ed team, it can be 2 men or 2 women, or a man and a woman. You still have to have 2 persons on a team. And I think there's also a run as well. So they've expanded the scope of it, and we're looking forward to being there.
Right.
So I'm going to hike it. I think John and I are probably going to hike that thing, and Kay's going to be running around with a camera and taking pictures and talking to people and fun things like that.
Yeah. So, but that is not a requirement for the camp out meetup.
Yeah, just come and camp and hang out.
Yeah,
and roast marshmallows over a fire. And
yeah, it's going to be a good time, and we're very excited about it. And it's pretty. Marty's crew says it's pretty full already. Hurry up if you haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah, also, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, we made our reservations long ago before we knew whether the race was going to happen or not. We were just like, okay, guys,
we'll just book it.
We'll just book it and let's go. So we're booking it for the first full weekend of June. So June 7 through 9. And I'll have a sign up and everything out for that. Hopefully this week. It's being proofread right now. So should be good. There are also some hotels or motels in the Arcadia Valley.
What's the one that we always stay at? That's so
Shepherd Mountain Inn.
Shepherd Mountain Inn. So, if you opt not to camp and you just want to hang out, Shepherd Mountain Inn is a nice place, and there's a barbecue restaurant right next door that's really cool.
Yeah, and there is another one. There's another motel. We haven't ever stayed in it, but it's right across from the Battle of Pilot Knob State Park. So that's a yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
We parked in the parking lot for the Battle of Pilot Knob, but there are a couple of motels and some other campgrounds around. If that one gets full. And Life on the Trail says sounds like a great gathering. I'm really excited about it. And Gary, if you just really need some humidity in the middle of summer,
and
come on down.
Ticks.
Yeah, well, I might even have some bug spray that I could spray at you.
Yeah, definitely pack your bug spray.
We'll have plenty.
Anyone who shows up in Missouri in the summer better have a lot of bug spray.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Well, I think I'm about out of things to talk about, but I'm just really impressed with this group so much. When we started this, or when we started talking about it in November, because that's when you and I started talking about it.
Yeah, we hatched the idea like, well, maybe a couple people will show up, and
we'll see.
We've got 20 people on tonight. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have all of you in with us and showing us up every week. So
we're kind of getting our tail kicked in this thing.
Oh, yeah. He says, unfortunately, my summer was planned in December. Yeah, we need to plan our summer a little faster, I think. But yeah, that's all right. I think Gary says he's going to do Olympic National Park this summer.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty spectacular.
It wins. Let me tell you. Johnson Shut-ins is pretty awesome, and I cannot wait to show Marty's crew around Johnson Shut-ins while you're hiking a hike.
Yeah, that'll be good.
But yeah, I'm really excited about that. But yeah, Olympic National Park is going to win. Anyway.
All right. Well,
thank you all for a great
sign
week.
Off here.
Yes, and Vicky says she loves this, and you are so incredible, and I appreciate it so much. Oh, well, thank you, Rosie. Or Justin. I appreciate you so, so much. And we are going to sign off. You guys have a great week, and we will see you next Sunday. Thank you so, so much.
All right. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers,
See you
guys.
next time.
Thanks.